Alright. Welcome back, guys. Happy Thursday, everyone. There we go. Everything seems to be ready. Performance mode is enabled. I've already changed the title. Good. Check, check, check. The connection seems to be working smoothly. Hope you're enjoying the 144 refresh rate. Well, you actually cannot notice it on your monitor if it doesn't have that refresh rate, people, but it's still a bit smoother. Most people think that it doesn't have an impact. It does. Even if YouTube only accepts 60 FPS and everything, it's still a bit smoother. You can realize when something has been recorded at over 60 FPS originally or at 60. Alright. People, what do we have for today? What do we have for today? Day number 33. 33 or 33 in case you want the American pronunciation. Day 33 of review of Sacred 2. By now I have been constantly repeating that we pretty much have covered all of the review aspects that we usually cover in our analysis of games that we do here on the channel. Pretty much by now we have already dissected every single detail of all of the gameplay mechanics that the game has to offer, all of the level design aspects, pretty much all of the graphics, all of the graphical effects, the problem of the crash, the resolution, the frame rate, everything, the animations, the quality of the spell animations, of the attacks, the variation of the elemental system in terms of the gameplay mechanics, the grandeur category of the analysis. We've already analyzed the how realistic character reactions are according to their own personalities, and also the environment, the medieval fantasy environment that they are in. We've pretty much explored the plot of the storyline, everything. As you can see, we've covered most of the terrain. We only have one hidden dungeon here. We need to go back and re-explore Shlun Zoom and some islands here, but they are all, let's say, residual areas, very small areas that we have to backtrack and once again go back and clear them. But they are small areas that I remember that we need to go back to. They are pretty much secret areas.
All we have to decide is what
so
to do.
right now, last time, just to have a bit of a quick recap what we did last time, we finished we had already finished the swamp area. We went through the cave, we merged over here, and I used the previous stream to explore roughly 50% of the desert area, right? This is pretty much like the loot goal lane equivalent. That's the second zone in Diablo 2, in case you're wondering. Pretty much the loot goal lane eastern area desert equivalent in Sacred 2 to loot goal lane. Last time I couldn't explore this zone because I got to this city, Solinar, only to realize that it was captured, that it was occupied by mercenaries. So this wasn't actually a settlement, so I didn't have
Let's see.
a resurrection monolith. And since I didn't have a resurrection monolith, I don't have a foothold in this last zone that I want to explore today, first of all. So, we have to turn in some quests. As you can see, the main quest of the game, pretty much Throne of Conflict. Since the game has such an expansive and long plot. Precisely, it has a long plot because of how expansive the game world is. That's what I wanted to say. Because of that, it's way too long to explain it, to condense all of the information that the game's main plot has, but basically this is the good side plot. Remember, Shirkalana, the protagonist's daughter, which was a plot twist and etc. that we saw some streams ago. And then we have Throne of Conflict as the main uh, Inquisitor or evil. Actually, it's not evil. The main Inquisitor quest. The main Inquisitor quest to kind of like defend humanity from the T energy in a much more, let's say, it's a much more traditional kind of like faction war. The Inquisitor quest. The other one is kind of like a bit more bit more personal. It doesn't
Remember,
involve the
the
affairs
bigger the lie, the
of the
easier.
world that is sacred to. That's why I like this campaign a bit more, because it's kind of like it feels a bit more official, right? Because you're going up against the energy and those things. I don't know if it will end up being like that in the good side campaign, but pretty much so far there haven't been uh, any alibi, any kind of alibi that it will be like that, uh, any kind of evidence that it will be like that. All right. Um, we have to turn in a quest here that it was a fetch quest. I remember um, of killing 10 mercenaries or something like that. All right. Last time, basically, we got to the capital city. This was my strategy to get to the capital city of the capital city of the region, Korm, here of the desert region. And from here I
I hope you
expanded
appreciate my animations. Those
everywhere. Yeah, we appreciate your animations, Inquisitor. So yeah, pretty much. Did I clean up the inventory last time? No, I think I finished and I said to hell with it. 33, 39, good. Elegance compliance, there we go. Good. Alright, we're good to go. Let me turn in this one. Thanks, that buys us some time. Have you heard that one of our scouts has returned? Have you heard that one of our scouts has returned alive? He's just reported to me.
what a
Oh, okay.
glorious day for me.
Kill the leader of
The
the Durak.
Inquisition, I mean.
The desert folk have set up a large camp not far from here. That's where they plan their assaults. If we kill the leader, they will be decisively
I
weakened.
give you hope.
Oh, right. Ah, pretty good. It's in our way there. Well, it's not in our way there, but... Huh? We have a second quest or what? I know, they are the soldiers. Okay, they're the soldiers that will accompany us to kill the guy. Okay, it's kind of like the same mission. Okay. Sons of Thousand Antennae. Yeah, because they are full of scarabs. And scarabs. And scarab riders. Alright, so first we'll begin with this isolated zone. We'll do the quest. This isolated zone. We'll begin with the eastern zone of the desert, and then we'll continue expanding to the west, right? To the west zone of the desert. Have dark rituals there, blah blah blah. Okay, and we'll expand to the west zone
No
of
way.
the desert. Sorry. So here we go. We'll expand to the desert zone to the western zone of the desert. Let's begin with the eastern zone then today.
See that you're still among us.
Alright, so let's begin, and I think I've distributed all of my skill and attribute points. Yes. It's incredible how this game, I mentioned this on Tuesday, it's incredible how this game
Desert creature.
is so visually similar to... Alright, a bit over there. I have it selected, right? So it should be... Ah, there it is at the minimap. There you can see... sorry, in the minimap. In the minimap, there you can see it with this arrow, with that grey arrow. Sorry about my cough, but it's just that where I live, we're in the middle of the winter, and there are some abrupt changes in temperature, like we were at 5 degrees Celsius on we were at 5 degrees Celsius on Tuesday of last week when I streamed. Not last time I streamed, on this week's Tuesday. Ah, there we go. We begin with a world boss. Durak Commander. What? Where is it? I know it's not this one. Alright, we have a world boss incoming, people. Ceremonial staff. Where is it? Durak Commander. Durak Commander. There you are. Durak Commander HARRAD'SMIT, humanoid monster boss. It deals physical, magic, poison and ice damage, and it resists all types of damage except for ice. Okay. Well, let's do it. Let's do it. Level 66. I think it impairs my movement. There we go. It's a world boss. Okay, quite interesting. See, this is what I've been talking about, how the incredible layer of thanks to the 4 guys that are right here not helping me. Not that I need them. See, this is what I've been mentioning about how incredible the abstract complexity of the elemental system. Hey, pretty good. It forced me to use potions. Good. That's not usual. How the abstract complexity of the gameplay mechanics influence. We got a bot. Once again. God damn it. No worries. See how the abstract complexity of the gameplay mechanics influence the perfect combat loop of the game. I've been mentioning this, and it's incredible. We also need to kill the personal guard, and we also need to kill the guards down here because it updated the quest. There we go. Catherine Maelstrom should deal with that. Here we go. Pretty good boss to begin our campaign of the desert. Shit. Of the southern desert region. Damn it. Sorry, I pressed my keys. I didn't mean to do that. Well, this is a testament of how good our build is, that I could take that. Sorry, I pressed the wrong key and I dispelled my reverse polarity. The stupid bot distracted me. I thought it was one of you. Alright. Give me a second, I kill it. See how the abstract complexity of the elemental system is perfectly intertwined with the gameplay mechanics that I've been mentioning, and how it enhances the abstract complexity of combat in this game, because you have to worry. Anakin, yes, he loves to say that phrase nowadays. There we go, pretty easy. Let me ban the bot immediately. No, there we go. Give me a sec, people. Damn it. There we go. Clear the chat and refresh. See how the abstract complexity of the gameplay mechanics enhances the elemental system of the game.
Do you believe in the gods, Sandman?
I mentioned this on Tuesday of last week precisely, how you could see that those bars, those colored bars, I've been mentioning this constantly, these are the elemental damage types. See how the player has to worry about this is my basic elemental damage that I deal, and the other one is my ability damage. See how it changes according to the ability that I have selected, and also change my elemental resistances according to the relic system that I've explained in the previous streams, so we are not going over that again. Excellent, go back to the Durak and flush out the remaining Durak with this which will be defeating them once and all. Okay.
Goes as
The Durak are the desert. They are the desert scarab riders, but that's not what we're going to do. And this was our leader. And Anakin let you lead. Okay, and pretty much.
I have to check my inventory one more time.
Pretty much, it's incredible how I mentioned how this game implements a perfect elemental system, much more complex than the usual modern RPG that we get nowadays. Because nowadays we get RPGs in which you deal only one type of damage. Think about World of Warcraft or Diablo 2, I always use those as examples, the classic Blizzard system. And you only deal one type of damage. In this game you have to worry about 4 types of damage, 4 types of defenses. And it's even more complex than other games that have elemental systems in place, like Borderlands. I mentioned this last time. I've been constantly mentioning this because it's the main core gameplay mechanic that actually is also part of the innovation category of my analysis, because it's something that you don't see every day. The fact that you have to worry about 4 types of damage in an offensive way, but also in a defensive way, because, for example, Borderlands, you loot weapons, right? You loot the weapons that give you the elemental damage. But that's pretty much it. You loot the weapon, you deal the elemental damage, and that's pretty much it. And different enemies have different types of elemental resistances. But you don't have to worry about elemental resistances regarding your own character. And this game has precisely the relic system in place to, besides actively change your elemental resistances. So it's amazing. It's amazing because it's the most possible. It's the highest level of abstract complexity in terms of elemental systems implemented to games that we have here. So we should always praise that. But I've talked a lot about that in previous streams. Besides the level design that we talked about on Tuesday, that is incredible how a game with this expansive world, with this immense world, still retains the detailed quality of a much smaller game. It's absolutely incredible how it retains the handcrafted quality of a smaller game world with the insane size of the map that it has. It has the world, it has the size of a full MMORPG, of a fully fledged MMORPG, with the attention to detail of a single player game. Something which is extremely uncommon, people. It's highly, highly uncommon, if you ask me. I played a lot of MMORPGs and a lot of RPG games in general. And definitely, for example, in World of Warcraft, you don't see the attention to detail to establish a direct comparison. You don't see the attention to detail. Where are we going? We've already explored this. We definitely haven't explored this, but it's not the most efficient way of covering the fog of war there. So we'll go back to the other entrance. In the case of World of Warcraft, it has that huge world. It has that huge game world, but the attention to detail is definitely lower when compared to Sacred 2. Kind of like here, the attention to detail regarding the terribly
The Inquisition will
the
bring
wrongly
you
called
back to the right faith.
fetch quests is much higher. They each have their own storyline in World of Warcraft as well, but the percentage of the degree of fetch quests in World of Warcraft without a storyline is definitely higher. It's definitely higher compared to this one. Yeah, I know it's an extremely subtle and detailed observation to make, but it's extremely important because it makes the level design and the cohesion of the game world. Besides, I wanted to go back to this because we didn't talk about it a lot last time. The fact that we call MMORPG side quests, that we actually call them fetch quests, precisely due to the fact that that they don't have a storyline to them. We usually call them fetch quests in our subconscious gaming convention, and in our subconscious gaming mind, in our naming convention of them. Sounds of southern antennae. Oh, pretty interesting. I wonder if we'll stumble upon a settlement here. We usually call them fetch quests when we are trying to subconsciously, we use that naming convention, we use the naming convention of fetch quest, when we are trying to subconsciously reference a side quest, meaning a quest that doesn't have the main plot of the game, which doesn't contain the main plot of the game, that basically involves no story. And that naming convention is absolutely inaccurate and untenable at the end of the day, because it's not efficient at describing what it actually means, what the fetch quest, our subconscious naming convention of it, is not accurate, it's not efficient at describing what it really is. Why? Because it puts the emphasis, that naming convention of calling the side quests, which aren't part of the main plot, calling them fetch quests, puts the emphasis on the lack of a storyline. And there are two arguments against that. A, it's not realistic, because even if the fetch quests, even if the side quests in an MMORPG aren't voiced most of the time, they still have a plot. So that's the first logical argument behind criticizing the naming convention of fetch quest. The other one is that it implies ignoring, calling them fetch quests, implies ignoring the influence of the level design on the gameplay mechanics. Something that we saw by the end of the previous stream, but I couldn't expand upon it because I was terribly tired by then, and I just wanted to leave 50% of the desert explored. The second logical argument is that precisely it implies ignoring the influence of the level design on the gameplay mechanics. What do I mean by this? For example, you could see that last time, on Tuesday, I had to restart escort mission, right? Because my escortee got killed because I had no fucking idea where to go. My mistake. My problem. And you could see that they didn't kill me. The NPCs couldn't kill me. My character was still superior at fighting and at dealing with the NPCs and the enemies. With dispatching all of the enemies. And I had no issues at all with that. But due to the influence of the level design on the gameplay mechanics, the fact that the I think there were some gladiators, the NPCs that I was escorting died, I failed the mission, and well, in my case, since I'm doing a 100% completion, I had to restart, and I prevented that from happening. But you could see perfectly how there you could see perfectly how the influence of the level design, the fact that I had to protect a different NPC other than myself, that influenced the gameplay mechanics. It made the gameplay's loop more difficult because I didn't have to worry about staying alive, just staying alive. I had to worry about protecting the gladiators that I was escorting, right? Yeah, I think we left here that I couldn't explore this section on Tuesday perfectly. I don't know if there's a settlement here. We'll find out. So we'll have this section cleared. Then we'll go to the western section of the desert and clear all of the settlements there. That's pretty much now that we have a foothold in the capital city of the region, of the desert region, we'll do that. And if we finish the desert region, we'll get to the secret dungeon. Seems like a dead end. Good. We'll get to the secret dungeon of the swamp because I finally discovered that the secret switch is in the next region that we are gonna visit, which is the jungle region, people. Just so you have a pretty much a reference. Give me a second. Let me cast my clustering maelstrom on them. There we go. Just so you have a reference. Pretty much, last time we explored 50% of the desert. I focused on, we started here, I focused on getting to the capital city of the desert region, and from there I kind of like grabbed all of the quests. We did a lot of quests on Tuesday, way too many for me to do a summary for yet today. So we did all of the quests here at the capital city, and from there, from the capital city, I expanded my exploration. I prolonged my exploration to the east, to the east, to the west, to everything, pretty much. We went kind of like this. We followed this path. We explored all of the central region. I did all of the quests inside of the city, of the capital city, and I expanded everywhere. The idea, everywhere from there. The idea today, as I said, it was to complete the world boss that we just did at the beginning, cover all of these, and then explore the western section of the desert. But here, more or less over here, there's a hidden switch to unlock the secret developer dungeon. As far as I can tell, there are no YouTube bots about this. I read this in a written guide because pretty much otherwise it's impossible to in such a, it's like finding a needle in a haystack, pretty much, in this massive world, finding a small switch. So I know it's somewhere over here. So after that, we'll try to begin our quest to unlock the secret dungeon never seen before. Never seen before, people. Alright, going back to the analysis. The naming convention, the subconscious naming convention that we usually do, it's a subconscious process, as I was beginning to explain on Tuesday. It's a subconscious process. We see that a side quest, in terms of the level design, we see that a side quest in an MMORPG doesn't have a voiced storyline, and we automatically call it a fetch quest. That's a terrible naming convention because, as I've said, it puts the focus, besides not being accurate at describing what it actually is, the fact that it doesn't contain the main plot, it puts the focus on the storyline aspect, the lack of storyline of that side quest. It puts the focus on that, rather than the influence of the level design on the gameplay mechanics, as I've said. In the situation that I described precisely,
and sand you shall be again.
Amon Sarda. This is another settlement. Precisely. Since I had to escort those gladiators, see how I could fail escort quest while not
Into the
being
sands.
killed. Sorry, this is part of my cough. It will go away eventually. It's the typical seasonal flu that we get. It's not it's not that bad, at least.
Ride
But
on
yeah,
while you still can.
the influence of the level design on the gameplay mechanics, had an impact. It existed, and it is ignored if we just called these these side quests, if we call them fetch quests, that implies ignoring the influence of the level design on the gameplay mechanics. As I've said, my first argument as to why the naming convention, that it's a subconscious process, we do it automatically. We listen to it so much that we don't realize, that we don't analyze why we call them fetch quests at all. We just call them fetch quests because everyone does it. As I've said, it has two logical problems with it. Calling them fetch quests,
Foreseeable.
it has two logical arguments against it. One, as I've said, it's not accurate at depicting what it actually is, because it does have a storyline, even if the quests aren't voiced in most MMORPGs. And B, and most important, as I've said, it implies it's subtle, but it implies. Hey, we have an ominous tomb here. Sarcophagi? Loot? Good? Zombie? Nothing? Alright, there we go. Very important. Hey, we have a random dungeon there. Pretty good. It's like a tomb. And through here, we are at the limit of the map, pretty much. And second, and most important, as I've said, it implies ignoring the influence of the level design on the gameplay mechanics. Because as I've said, you call them fetch quests, right? The level design, we call them fetch quests to kind of like imply that they don't have a storyline in terms of the level design. Gravestone, patience is the companion of wisdom, true. A prudent question is one half of wisdom. In seeking wisdom, thou art wise. In imagining that thou hast attained it, thou art a fool. Because you can never really attain complete wisdom. It's quite difficult. Common sense is an uncommon degree. In an uncommon degree is what the world calls wisdom. I mean, this one is way too brutal, people. This one is way too brutal. Way too brutal. By three methods, we may learn wisdom. First, by reflection, which is noblest. Second, by imitation, which is easiest. And third, by experience, which is the bitterest. Pretty good. I love that the developers of the game included all of these philosophical references in the tombs of the game. Pretty much what I always describe, people. My example that completely influences. I think this is alright. So this leads us to here. We'll leave this zone because I want to first explore the western section. Right, we'll leave this final zone for the end of the desert. So let's continue through the other side. What I always say, people. But first, let's finish with the influence of the level design on the gameplay mechanics before we get into the crazy philosophical stuff that we usually deal with. Hey, good enemy variety. It's the first time I stumbled upon lions in this game. Hang on a second, I don't want them to kill me. Calling them fetch quests in terms of the level design. On Tuesday we explored the perfect balance that Sacred 2 achieves in terms of the level design, because it has the expansive and huge world of an MMORPG with the degree of detail in its individual level design elements of a much smaller game, and that combination is quite hard, very hard to come by. Whichever adjective you may want to use to describe it. Quite hard to come by. A game with the scope and the huge expansive world of an MMORPG or a modern RPG released back in 2008. That's something that I should highlight even more often. But you could see that the precision, the high degree of quality in terms of the details of the quests, of the storylines of the quests, of the background and the context of them, it's much higher than, for example, World of Warcraft. Just to cite a contemporary example, I pretty much always use World of Warcraft, people remember, not because of my beautiful banner back there, but because World of Warcraft is pretty much the epitome, the most famous example of the MMORPG genre, which is the genre that in our genre classification of the game that we did some weeks ago, that this game belongs to, pretty much. At first glance, I made a mistake, like a lot of people, to classify this game as an isometric action RPG, in the same vein as Diablo, what subconsciously a lot of people usually call a Diablo clone, another terrible naming convention, because eventually we need to classify game genres, because otherwise it's extremely important, because without properly classifying game genres, you cannot establish direct comparison between games. Precisely related to what I always say about metaphysical relativism and our philosophical explanation on how to review games. In terms of the genre classification, for example, I could wrongly, due to ignorance or due to a lack of experience, establish a comparison between this game and, for example, Diablo. And while we can do that regarding the gameplay mechanics of the game, regarding the camera system of the game, regarding the targeting system of the game, because it does use the isometric camera, there's a reason why after 10 or 15 days of analysis, I think it was more or less, that I classified the game as an isometric MMORPG, much more similar to Lineage 2 than Diablo, because of several reasons. So, genre classification is important because it determines the direct comparisons that you will establish in the future of your review, or when playing the game. We subconsciously review games when we are playing them, even if we are not thinking about it. Because our mind, this is how the human brain works, it's constantly establishing comparisons with our epistemic experience, the one that we get from our senses, from our taste, from our sight. Hey, a Griffin in this case. Pretty good enemy variety, first time I see that one. And we could establish the comparison of calling this game a Diablo clone. I've seen it in a lot of forums. I think I highlighted it in the first time we covered the history of the developer of this game, of the German developer Ascaron. That's why I always want to do that at the beginning of the series. We could establish the comparison of calling this a Diablo clone, and that would be wrong, because while the gameplay mechanics of this game at first glance are like Diablo, the cooldown times are those of an MMORPG, for example, and the whole level design, if on top of that we add the layer of abstract complexity to our mental model, that the level design is that of an MMORPG because of the density of side quests, because of the fact that the size and shape of this world is the typical 100% copy of an MMORPG, we get as a result that the whole level design is that of an MMORPG, the cooldown times of our combat abilities are those of an MMORPG. We can see that while it's true that all games have influences from different genres and games that have been previously released, that's undeniable. There are very few games that don't have any kind of influence from any other previous game. It's true that it's a hybrid, but the degree of influence, imagine that we are making a mix of water and juice. The degree of influence of the MMORPG genre in this game is much higher. The percentage of the DNA is much higher, the influence of the MMORPG genre, than the isometric action RPG genre, even if the camera is isometric, because as far as I can tell it, well, no, it's not my mental perception. It is, I think it's a much more influential element. It is a much more influential element, objectively. The gameplay mechanics are a much more influential element than the camera in a game, right? What is more important, the angle of the camera or the core gameplay mechanics and level design of the game? Which one is more important? Well, definitely it's more important. It makes the very essence and nature of the game, the gameplay mechanics and the level design, the camera, the angle of the camera, it's much more secondary when compared to those two aspects in comparison. So, yes. In terms of the genre classification, it's an MMORPG. It's an MMORPG with an isometric camera. People. So yes, definitely something that we should take into account. And once we have the genre classification, hang on a second. There we go. Hey, we got an ominous scorpion there. Then what are these? Scorpion? Same, pretty much. Let me change to poison defense.
To the netherworld with you.
Much bigger, but pretty much the same. Oop.
I don't have any room left for that.
Let me go back. Let me call back my spider. Alright, and like this, we have covered pretty much a huge portion. Hey, I missed a section there. I should have activated the monolith, probably. A huge section of the desert. So once we have the genre classification, people, there we go. Let me cover this, there we go. Pretty much. Once we have the genre classification, in terms of the level design, once we know that the level design of this game is that of an MMORPG, what I was talking about on Tuesday, it is quite uncommon. Extremely uncommon to stumble upon a game with the scope of an MMORPG game, that retains the quality in its level design elements of a much smaller game. It's quite difficult to stumble upon that, because generally, first of all, the budget. It's difficult to come by a game with the budget to achieve this degree of high detail in an expansive open world like this one. Quite uncommon. This is a delayed quest, right? This is a delayed quest. Quite uncommon. Quite uncommon. First of all, because of the budget, as I've said, but second, because it requires a lot of talent. I can help you right now. Okay. It's a delayed quest. Here we have the main. Here we have the main quest that we might as well.
I am all powerful.
Finish or progress through it. We had to escort Shirka to this zone.
I don't have room for that.
Yeah, I know. Seraphim. Reserve damage over time, poison penalty, regeneration. Oh wait, this one is pretty good. Wait. Oh, but it doesn't have defense. No, forget it. Might as well sell it right now. Get the money. There we go. Good. So going back to what I was mentioning.
Victory.
It's pretty uncommon to stumble upon a game like this. First of all, it's pretty uncommon to stumble upon a game with an elemental system in place with all of the complexities that we described last week. Yeah. But also, Basilisk's eye. Ah, look at that. It leads us over there. Magnificent. Alright, and Shirka is meant to be escorted over here. Good. Perfect. See why I always love to explore all of the terrain before I proceed with the exploration of it, because otherwise it's kind of like backtracking and not having the quests ready to turn in. So that is pretty much terrible. It's pretty much terrible. So yeah, it's better to grab all of the quests at once and then deal with the side quests. Alright, so let's do it. Well, pretty much the main quest is leading us to the western section of the desert. Let's go. We have our doppelganger up and running. So, as I was mentioning, subconsciously calling them fetch quests, it's a terrible naming convention. Why? Because it implicitly ignores.
This is only the beginning.
The fact that there's an influence of the level design on the gameplay mechanics of the game. Pretty much. Hang on a second. I don't want to leave that unexplored. There we go. Good. Pretty much what all reviewers do, for example, what we'll subconsciously do, unconsciously do, sorry, it's called them fetch quests, because they don't have a voice storyline. But, however, by doing that, when you do that, pretty much you're ignoring the influence, as I've said, of the gameplay, of the level design and the gameplay mechanics. I got my the guys that I was escorting, the gladiators, killed. I got them killed, even though I wasn't killed by the mobs. There you can see an influence of the level design. The quest was designed in a way in which I didn't have to only worry about myself, about my own combat performance, but also I had to worry about the NPCs that I was escorting. And when you have to worry about something else besides your own combat performance, it completely changes the difficulty of the game. It's influencing the gameplay through the level design, something that we usually don't pay attention to, people. And it's tragic. It's absolutely tragic because we get the end result of this is that we don't pay attention to, by calling them fetch quests and just turning off our brains and calling them fetch quests, we don't pay attention to the influence, the insane amount of effort that the level designers of the game put into creating a cohesive world. First of all, influence of the level design on the grandeur aspect of the game, of the storyline, because there is an influence in terms of the cohesion that we explored last week. First of all, that relates to point A of my description of why the naming convention is wrong. The naming convention of fetch quest is wrong because A, it isn't accurate at describing reality. It's not accurate at describing that the fetch quests, the so-called fetch quests, do have a plot behind them, even if it's not voiced, even if they are not voiced. And B, the influence of the level design on the gameplay mechanics. Pretty much. It does not take into account the fact that under normal circumstances, I would have never been killed. I would have never failed that mission. I would have never failed it. I would have never ever failed it because of my high defense and pretty much my excellent combat performance. But even so, after all of that, I did fail it. I did fail it. Why? Because the level design influenced the gameplay mechanics in such a way that I had to worry about a different element other than my own combat performance. I had to worry about the mobs that I was escorting, and I couldn't do it, and I got them killed. And they got killed because of that, as a direct consequence of the level design on the gameplay, of the level design on the gameplay mechanics. Something that we, as I said, we don't pay attention to, and it's absolutely, absolutely terrible. Well, so with that covered, let us continue with our side quests. So that's why I'm telling you that it's kind of like it's a terrible naming convention calling them fetch quests, because what we are actually subconsciously referring to is that they don't have a storyline, and they do. And we are also subconsciously saying that they don't have an influence on the level design. That's the thing. I've been asked, see, for example, this one. Look at this. Even if it's not voiced, I've been asked to negotiate in a family feud. Please take me there. 8 generations ago, a feud broke out between our family and the Owl Shade. No one is exactly sure about what happened, but apparently we were accused of selling a pregnant sheep to the tribe for too high a price. I mean, that's a pretty old school one. And then the lamb died, a pretty old school phrase. A lamb died at birth. The feud has been going on for centuries, and we need to end it. My patriarch has agreed to let me take a lamb to Yator Al Shade as a gift. He's the leader of his tribe, and I want to negotiate an end to the feud with him. Please take me and the lamb to him. See, this is what I've been referring to. We have to escort them, and precisely, if we get them killed, we will fail the mission. Subordinate. This one, it's rare that this NPC doesn't have a proper name. Pretty weird in this game. Usually everyone has, all NPCs have their own names. They all have their own names. Pest You there? I need a word with ya. We have a slight problem with our leader. Don't get me wrong, Howie is a good leader, but he has trouble making decisions. It's always, we'll see, let's discuss it, wait and see, one could, or how about. This has to stop. That's why we decided to give him a decision-making potion. Wouldn't it be so great, people, if in real life? Wouldn't it be great if we had that in real life? You can get them at the import trader. Would you get the potion for us? We can go because someone might see us. This matter must be treated with the utmost discretion, and of course, if someone heard that the leader is consuming obscure potions,
You are indebted to
everything
the
would go to
Inquisition.
shit. I complete the phrase. Let's get over here. This is part of a main Inquisitor quest. This one will be voiced, so I won't read it.
Ah, you're back. Did you get the basilisk eyes? Good, very good. Now we need someone who can create the fire. There's only one alchemist experienced enough to perform this ritual. I need him here at all costs. He's living in the West, but it won't be easy to convince him to come, because he's loyal to my uncle. We could use force, but you know how fragile those academics are. Wiggle a blade in front of their noses, and they have a heart attack and die on you. Still, I have a cunning plan. My uncle has sent an envoy to the alchemist with instructions to escort him to my uncle's camp. If you can intercept the envoy and get his letter of recommendation, we'll be able to trick the old guy into coming voluntarily. Once you have been successful, we will meet in the oasis, which is near where the alchemist lives.
Right, remember, we just got the basilisk's eyes. The basilisk eyes were the object that I looted here, and we needed them to bring them to the prince, and forge the sword that will ensure that he is the successor to the throne instead of his uncle. Pretty much the same. Pretty much the same plot as in Prince of Persia. It's the same. It's a reference to Prince of Persia, actually. Yeah? I'm beginning to think that this plot at the desert at the eastern region of the game, both geographically and culturally, because you can see that they are kind of like Arabs. Pretty much. It's the same plot as in Prince of Persia, so this game has a lot of amazing references. We've seen references to Star Wars, to The Legend of Zelda, and to Prince of Persia. That gives away the detail that the developers of this game played a lot of games. The developers over at Ascaron played a lot of games. Right, we need to grab all of the quests from the northwestern settlement. True. So let me get over there. We need to get through here, because otherwise the mountain won't let us get over here.
Disgusting creature.
There we go, yeah. We couldn't grab all of these quests, we couldn't pick them up. We couldn't pick up all of these quests last time because we were escorting way too many NPCs. Let's see if now we can grab them. Here we go. Fetch some new nails from Corum. A truly magnificent month. Won't you say? That's why we put a deal over as times for a coffee maker like me. Coffee's never used. Very popular in this region, but they have been using hotcakes in a few months. I can build them fast enough for nails. Could you travel to Corm and fetch me some new nails for the coffin, the cheap ones? Of course, not anyone will notice it.
Even though it is below my rank, I am interested in your assignment.
Damn it, true. We have a lot of Welcome to Badawi. This is the main authority here, I presume. As you may know, I am Badawi, the Pasha of this village. The authority, the local authority, I presume. Everyone follows my rules, and if you have a problem with them, you are more than welcome to take it up with my guards. Have you been in the arena yet? The merchants there are testing new merchandise right now. I would like to know which ones would you... to know which ones of the merchandise would make good gladiators. Alright, go to the arena and try out the new gladiators, alright?
Indebted to the Inquisition.
VAT match. We get this. We get this. Little cute ship there, the little shippy. And we grab the rest of the quests, because otherwise, let's see, it looks like we've arrived after exploring the desert. Ah, precisely, it's through the arena. We can kill everyone we need to kill. In the meantime, no, first let me grab the... Let me grab the quests. Then we can finish them all in one fell swoop. Let me flush the memory of the game. There we go. Perfect. What do we have here? Good. This one. What? What do you want? A cave? What a cave? I know nothing about the cave, though. What do you want? Speak up. The cave? You're looking for a cave? Why did you say so? I know nothing.
Great success.
Unpadability. Ah, yeah, this is part of a quest that we picked up at the capital. It's a contact here from a quest that we got at the capital. It's an agent. That's why he was discreet about our assignment here. Maybe I could help ya, but my memory, sorry, it's foggy. I need a bottle of my miracle cure, if you know what I mean.
You have a debt to pay.
True miracle, there we go. Ah, you're back with 20 bag carapaces as promised. Well done, take this gold as your reward. Good. Ah, but it's a nested quest. We have more. Illegard's directive. This one? See, good. Ah, it's the same. I think that we can safely say that I'm not going to replace my Crimson Fury mitts at all. I might go ahead and just sell them. Fetch me 5 drinking straws from the sword spiders. The sword spiders. Good, we have the carapaces. Now all we need are the drinking straws. I like using spider like for straws. They are hollow and rest nicely on the lower lip. Ah, yeah, the things that they use here at their faces, I presume. You have to use the sword fighter. Well,
be prepared to pay the price for this deed.
Illegard's directive. Let's see, let's compare it to Saraki's curse. Opponent's chance to evade, minus 18. Pretty difficult to go up against. The other one has 2 slots. We might as well sell it and get some money. Huh?
I really should clean up in here sometime.
Pretty much. Hey, it's already been an hour. It passed. When I stream, honestly, time flows like this. Extremely fast. Bring me the elixirs that were ordered from the witch. Greetings. Before you stands Hagen, man. Higai man the mighty, master of the 7 strikes, keeper of the 12 tactics. I am the last true sword champion of Ancaria, so do not anger me, otherwise you'll be lying on your own blood faster as you can say. Yes, you're right, Grandmaster. Higai man. I don't mean any harm though. Why would I? You surely aren't an opponent worthy of me. Ah, this is the guy that we're gonna kill at the last round of the arena quests. I can see it, people. You do the honor of letting me do a survey. I'll even do you the honor of letting you do a service to me. You can pick something up from the healer, which a while ago I ordered a laser from her. Damn it, to volunteer in a training and potion. Go for it. Damn it.
I give you hope.
Now we have a Pampas illiterate to kill, people. He has all of the signs of someone that all players would probably want to kill, myself included, in almost instantly. Lack of humility. That's terrible. That's terrible. Terrible. Never do that in your everyday life. Bring the escaped slave's head. I hear you cannot resist a lucrative assignment. I am a small camera. I don't want these people saying that I don't deal with runaways. Okay.
I give you hope.
Damn it, this game is getting scarily accurate. Because that was the main thing back then. The desert trade was something so common. That was done by the Moors back then. Something so common. Alright, before we proceed, we'll begin with the arena quest. Let me get to the bathroom for a second. Sorry that I didn't calculate it today. But let me get to the bathroom for a second and then we'll continue. Give me a sec.
What's the matter? What's stopping you? Well, I'll just leaf through the Bible of Kerr. Let's see. What am I gonna read? First Testament? I read that already. Second Testament? Finished that as well. Here, Third Testament. Day of Reckoning. Yes, that sounds good.
Right, we're back. Sorry about that. Damn it.
I hope you appreciate my animation.
Damn it. I really need to get my hair cut. It's uncomfortable for the headset. It's really uncomfortable for the headset. Alright. Sorry for that, people. Let's go on with it. Let's go on with it. Let me see. Everything pretty much. Okay, there we go. Sorry for that. Alright, so we just grabbed all of the quests. I think I grabbed everything. We are... See, look at that. The quests precisely span all across the western desert. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Alright. Let's begin with the first local quest. Let's do the arena. Besides, I want to kill the guy there. But then I won't be able to fetch him the potion. I'll remember that. First we should do the potion for killing him. My most humble greetings, Selector. This is my modest merchandise here. 2 humans from the north. These northern folk are strong and sturdy. The larger one was even a soldier once. So hopefully that will be pretty exciting. Then we have an orc who was captured, and orcs are taught to fight from birth. Next, one of my personal favorites, a high elf. I love seeing those stuck up pointy-eared beasts lying face down in the sand. My 5th fighter is a real monster who didn't really come cheap. Just look at this giant, that huge beast right behind him. Just look at this giant ogre. Sorry. His presence alone will fill the arena. The 6th fighter is a lizard man. His claws can create some pretty bad wounds. Last but not least, I have something very special for the Pasha. A woman of unknown race and unknown origin, but she's quick and caustic. My all-time favorite. So ladies and gentlemen, if I may, let the first fight begin. The selector is going to go up against the Jero. It's not hero. The Jero, the tough, Jero the tough, probably the purpose, the article there.
The mission
all right,
was
so
a
let's see.
great success.
Jero the sturdy.
I really should clean
Jero
up
the
the
sturdy was killed in one blow. Good, good. I mean, I am the selector, right? Or some shit like that. Thank you. I should sell my stuff besides. Let's grab the potion for the gladiator, for the stupid gladiator, because otherwise, then I can see that we're gonna kill him, and I won't be able to complete the quest, and we're doing a 100% completion of it. Right. Entrance, please. Entrance. There we go. You came to pick up that Bragan's guy man's potions. Thank you. Now I don't need to suffer his presence. See, everyone hates him. It'll be my pleasure killing him eventually. He was over here, right? No. He was over here. Your task, but it surely took you almost to your limits here. I never
had any doubts.
So, show me what you can do. Well now, let's see whether there is more to you than it seems. Compete with my apprentice, sorry. Of course he'll win, but don't worry, I'll tell him to spare your life. Somehow they'll get you stitched back together, I think. Are you ready?
Be prepared to pay the price for this deed.
I think it was a one-hit kill. What? How did you do that? Because I'm the Inquisitor. I am the Inquisitor. Ah, look at that, the ship is also fighting. What? How did you do that? Master Higai man taught me everything he knows. I don't get it. Because he's an idiot. Because he's an idiot. That's gonna die. In a moment. What was that? My apprentice lost and claimed you were better than me and your skills superior to mine? I can't forgive you. I can't forgive that, and therefore must fight ya. To the death, that is. What I'd prefer is an opponent instead of a victim, but in this case my honor is at stake. Die. Yeah. Wasn't it to the death? Your skills are impressive, but I'm not talking about your fighting skills. I'm awed by your skill in drinking healing potions that fast, Elixir Champion. What the fuck, I didn't drink any potion.
What a glorious day for me.
Health Potion Champion, you fight rather poorly, but you're a fast health potion drinker. That's pathetic.
Started with blood, ended with blood.
Alright, that's the end of the quest, definitely. That's definitely the end of the quest. That's definitely the end of the quest for us. At least for that guy. It would be interesting. It would be interesting to see which was the... This one. Let's not talk about Higai Man any longer. He won't be bothering anybody anymore with his arrogant attitude. The ruffian said that I quaffed that I used a healing potion. Yep, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Oh, let me save in case the game crashes. Right, they're dealing magic damage. Let's go. Victory goes to the selector. That wasn't really a good fight. Hopefully the next one will be more interesting. Your opponent is a former soldier from the north. He has killed many people and is particularly gruesome. His name brings fear to children's heart. Nasir the Merciless. Let the second fight begin. You? That was easy. That's the end of an exciting fight, and the winner is the Selector. The human did pretty well, though he is permitted a short break. The next opponent is a sturdy orc from the barren steppes of the north. He was raised as a hunter and has had to prove his abilities in competitions in childhood. Here he comes, Sardak the Bloodthirsty. Let me get my spider out of here. There we go. Ah, that one died. Shit. And the winner is the Selector. My High Elf is next on the list. I don't know about Tyrannus, latest slate, I didn't care about one. Come on, pointy ear, to the arena.
Has been accomplished.
Crap, indeed. And the winner is the Selector, but the next opponent is the Crusher. He's the Ogre Reaver in the Troll Sphere. He's as big as a tree and as strong as a dragon. He's killed 9. We've already killed 7 dragons in our wake, people. So the fight begins. Ah, ice damage. I hope they don't kill my Escort T. Surprisingly, the winner is the Selector. We hope that the Lizardman's fate will make for a more exciting event than event. They get the frightful Hydra. It's against the frightful Hydra, charming, and father-killing Lizardman. That's a pretty long name. In the arena, you giant salamander. Another one-hit kill for us. The Lizardman was defeated by the Selector. Now let's get to the highlight of today's performance. A woman of unknown origin and past, quick and as silent as a jungle cat, underhanded as a harpy and as deadly as a scorpion. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Blood Sister. Let's activate our buffs then to give her some honor.
I will guide you back onto
Fire damage. An almost instant kill as well. I'm a terrible Selector. What a fight. The selection process is over and we have discovered 3 new fighters who have been put to the test for our arena. The Pasha will... Okay.
Never had any doubts.
Ah, because they survived. Good. Alright. Good. I was mentioning that the accuracy of this game is scary. Because it is true that ancient Moor cultures tried to mimic the Roman Empire's gladiators and arena tactics back then, because of the slave trade they had, precisely. So yes, it's a scary. Alright, we just need to kill the spiders here. Pretty easy. Go back to poison elemental resistance. So let's get to that one. So to that quest for one more. And there I see the last one. One attack. There we go. Perfect. Good. Let me get through here. And let's turn in this one. And another one bites the dust. Ah, I could have done it here. Silly me, I could have done it there. Entrance. The entrance, please. Where's the door here? Here. A miracle cure. I have some, but it's not cheap. 100 gold per bottle. 100 gold per bottle. Shall I gift rapid? No, then you have to. Okay, sure. Paid 100 gold. Hey, this is the first time this game makes me do that, but that's nothing. We have 10 million. Pretty much. Let's turning all of the local quests of this area and proceed with the exploration of the western section of the desert, guys. These spider legs are perfect. They'll make magnificent drinking straws. I'll prepare the message. Come and see me again. I'm all
The
free.
mission was a great success.
Bring me a pinch of the energy. Oh, ooh, this one is a pretty weird request. This one is a bit more difficult. Final ingredient, the icing of the cake, that little something that gives the thunder gurgler its distinctive kick, tea energy. It's a strange but true. A small dose of tea energy can be positively delicious. There is a tea energy field not far from here. Bring me a bucket full of tea energy. A bucket full with double L. I don't know what
You
happened there.
just worry about the collection. I will be back soon.
And we have one more here. Ah, yeah, right, this one, the spy. Alright, let me take a swig and then listen to me.
For
Cheers.
Kerr.
Ah, we have it. Look at this, a legendary amulet, people. See why it's important to do all of the side quests. Otherwise, we don't stumble upon legendary amulets like this one, which are pretty difficult to come by. Ah, yes, now that my throat isn't parched anymore, my memories are returning. I see clearly now. Listen carefully. Years, no, decades ago, I was out hunting and happened to come across a cave full of scarabs. Hundreds of them. Thousands. Without fate and my cat-like reflexes, I would never. I would never have. I would never have escaped from the cave. You can also do that one. From the cave and into the desert. Though the other one is a bit more grammatically streamlined. Grammatically, yeah, tidy. I've always stayed clear of the place since then, but I will whisper its location into your ear.
You just worry about the collection.
The Scarab's Lair!
I'll be
This is
back
getting
soon.
interesting now. Alright, look at that. Right besides our main quest. See, people, how organized we are? The decisions, the potion of decisions and the nails for the coffin. We have one more quest though that appeared out of nowhere over here. So let's see if we can pick it up. We can pick up the quest. We can pick up the quest and like that. Oh, 4 stars. Quite interesting. Looks like the western section of the desert has a higher difficulty than the eastern zone. Get the papers for the gladiators from Commander El Duffy. The selection process went well, but we still don't have any valid papers for the surviving gladiators. Go get them from the Commander El Duffy. Tell him a piece of
The
pie.
Inquisition will
This
take care of this matter.
a bigger piece of pie this time. Okay. Alright. Let's finish this one. So we have all of this area cleared of quests. Remember, people, we are doing a modded 100% compilation of the game. I think it's pretty much the only one you'll ever see in your lives because of how massive the game is and how difficult it is to just make it run. So yeah, the Pasha needs papers and dares to send a laborer who wants to bribe me? Guards! No, don't worry, I was only kidding. I mean, the other one was the main authority of the place, the main local authority of this settlement, so I was only kidding, but you should have seen your face. Tell the Pasha, or the Pasha, that I hope it really is a bigger piece of the pie. I'll get the papers ready and they'll be on his desk within a couple of days. Okay. And I think we're done here. So, as I've said, people, see that, as I've said, it's much more convenient to first clear all of the quests in a settlement, pick up all of them. Oh, that one will be interesting. Pick up all of them, and then proceed with them, because otherwise you'll have to backtrack a lot. So like this is much more organized, and remember, since we are doing a 100% completion of a massive game like this, I ensure that I'm clearing them all. The commander is reliable as long as you can afford to pay him. You complete your task, stay in. Ah, I have another quest here. Check the pile of corpses, you must help me. For the last few days I've been haunted by terrible nightmares. A cursed woman appears before me and wants my soul every single night. She says I am the reason that her son died in the arena and she wants his corpse. But we've already thrown it into the corpse pit. I dream of the corpse pit every night too. Please go there and make sure everything is in order, because the cowards I call my soldiers are too afraid to visit the place.
Since this matter is of
This reminds me of a
importance
mission,
to
you know, in which game? In The Witcher 2. In The Witcher 2, the main quest in The Witcher 2, of the second chapter, which is The Witcher 2, is a tragic story, people. In case you haven't played it, it's kind of like clearly unfinished, and it only has 3 chapters. Well, the second one is precisely quite similar to this one, that the king has a curse and you have to pretty much dispel it through a ritual. Hey, now I feel at home. It's like in The Witcher 2. By the way, you have the secret operator boss fight on the channel, on the YouTube channel, that you can only get that one if you do a quest line that goes on throughout the whole game. What do you want here? Did the disgusting Pasha send you because he's too cowardly to come here in person? He's too much of a coward. He's too cowardly. They made a mistake there. That's to be expected from a pitiful person like him, but it's too bad for you because, as his ridiculous watchdog, you will have to suffer my hatred now. It'll be a one-hit kill, people. Told ya. We are way too good. After all, we've analyzed the complete, in-depth gameplay mechanics system of the game for 30 days, for more than 30 days. So, by now, I think we can safely say that we have mastered the endgame gameplay mechanics of the game when we analyze them throughout these 30 days. 30 or 30, whichever pronunciation we like the most. Either the British one or the American one. See, that's something that people usually don't highlight. In language teachers usually don't highlight that when you speak a different language, you're actually using a different part of your brain. That should be highlighted more frequently. Is this the Pasha, the main guy? Yeah, here we go. You have found and killed a woman. She was a mage, actually. Thank you very much. This is for you. And no one should call the Pasha a miser. Alright, and with that we finished the last. We have finished the very last side quest of this settlement. You know what that means, people? That means that we're ready to... Ah, look at that. That unlocked another one. Looks like we are not done yet. Alright. Pretty interesting. It drags on a bit. So let's see. It's in this house. Ah, the officer. The commander. Kill the enemy agent. Well, it's you. A lot of people are talking about ya, even here in Badawi. As you probably already know, I am the commander of this pretty little piece of desert. A position like this attracts a lot of jealousy though, which is the case with that high elf agent who persuaded some of the villagers to make bold-faced and completely unfounded accusations about me in public. Of course, there isn't even a grain of truth to them. But if this information crosses the border to Tyr Lysia, we could run into some serious economic trouble. Fortunately, I know where he's holed up, and I can describe the place to you. In the interest of the city, of the city and its inhabitants, I order you to remove the agent and his accomplices permanently. Doing this will raise my estimation of you. Pretty
The
straightforward.
Inquisition is said to be
Operation White
heartless.
Best. Where's
I will
the
prove to
agent
you
that we need to kill? This one.
otherwise.
Oh, it's far away. Alright, and it's actually it's midway between Badawi and Teardrop Hamlet. Alright, these two have more in common than with the main capital desert region, though we had some two quests here. Alright, let's do those two decisions, the potion making decision for the tribe, and
The city seems to be perfect for my plans.
then the other ones, and then the other ones that are over there. That's it. Importer, solid. Decision making potion, never heard of it. I can offer you this tasty concoction. It doesn't really have any effects, but sometimes faith can move mountains. It's yours for only 100 gold pieces, including this decorative bottle, with no deposit. Easy, we have 10 million by now. And here the nails for the coffin. A box of nails for Harun. Ah yes, he ordered them a while ago. I'll send him a messenger with the bill. You can take the nails with you. Smooth. Easy and smooth. And we go... It's quite disorienting, this portal. Because in order to go back to the settlement is kind of like... separated from the portal. Shit. An hour and 30 minutes. It went to shit again, the memory leak. Sadly. It's still haunting us. So bad, so sad. It's still haunting us. Even with all of my fixes. But today I activated borderless gaming after activating my second screen. That could be the case. Oh well. Yeah, it's the memory leak. Nothing we can do about it. Pretty much the memory leak, people. The memory leak that we've always stumbled upon time and time again. Time and time again. We've stumbled upon this memory leak, people. So many times. All right. So let's wait for the game to let's wait for the game to load once again. For the game to load once again. And there we go. No. That has the copyright. No. There we go. 5 days. It's already been 5 days and 10 hours of exploring this game. And that's extremely accurate, huh? Don't think that that's like modern game counters. This one is quite accurate. So we have 100 hours already. Pretty much. I can imagine only with the multiplayer section of this game, it is literally endless. Because the delayed quests also ensure that Good. The delayed quests also ensure that you will have to eventually go back to the game. Let's see. Nails are forever. Ah, good. It was actually better. Because I appeared right over here. Good. Wait a minute. I presume that you take a size 3 or is it a size 4?
Opponents who are too easily defeated do not bring glory to the Inquisition.
I'll make it a size 3. You're welcome to try it on when I'm finished.
Another
Yeah, not
chip
gonna
in the
happen.
book of quest.
Get rid of the competition. What I've done to deserve this for years. I was the only coffin maker in all of Badawi. And now those coffin building giants, Palms and Piety, have moved into town. As if that isn't bad enough, Lathor has started importing cheap coffins from the northern territories. He'll drive me out of business. It's disgraceful, I say. Luckily, I happen to know that he intends to collect the next shipment from Teardrop Hamlet himself. His bodyguard woke up with a bellyache this morning. Now Lathor is looking for a new escort. Go to Lathor and offer to escort him to Teardrop Hamlet. Kill him as soon as you are out of sight of the city. I'll pay you handsomely. Can I decline?
Mind
No.
your tongue, Harry. They call me a bad wolf because I'm solving your
Competition is
problems.
used for business, not for a psychopath. For a monopolistic psychopath like him, that's for sure. Let's see, I had no choice there. We'll have to kill the competition. There we go. Good day. Yes, that's right. My bodyguard has fallen ill. I'm gonna examine him when I'm to the stone, lazy dog. I put well, but you both have my friend. I shall bid my wife farewell and then go.
The task has been accomplished.
What? Bon voyage, my dear Hanan. Come back surely safely, dearest. There we go. Easy. And now the quest involves going to Teardrop Hamlet, I presume. Alright, probably when we get over there we can trigger the event of killing him. Right. We also have a camp there. Let's use our portal over at Teardrop Hamlet. Because it will be faster. And then from there we'll do the two other quests. Or are we closer? No, I think we're closer. Oh no, let's go from here. Besides, it'll trigger the event in a natural way, I guess. So let's do it. There we go. Let me sell my stuff. Yeah. Yep. Yes. Yes. And yes. Good. What are you doing? Don't kill my escortees. What are you doing? Get out of here. I better get rid of all these guys once and for all.
Repent, child.
Before they get killed. Because they fight back. Instead of running away.
I am the wrath of the gods.
A legendary.
Clean up in here sometime.
That's uncommon. Optimus
I don't have room for this.
Minimus.
You should clean up in here sometime.
There we go. Optimus Minimus pole arms. Please stop.
Do not confuse bravery.
Stop engaging with them. That's a lot of gold for something that I don't need. Uh-huh. Oh. I think we can diverge from the road. Now,
To the netherworld
let's go.
with you.
Here, we'll go directly. There we go. Now we're talking. Good. We have the 3 quests aligned right there. Let me ensure that they are properly escorted before we get rid of them. Huh? What's that?
Opponents who are too easily defeated do not bring glory to the Inquisition.
Ah, I can successfully escort him. Or what? Hang on a second. Wait. What's that? I want to see that. I want to see if I can actually choose where to escort him. 2. Let's see. I don't know, it's another
Goes
quest.
for this village too.
Wonderful
Roll the
news.
tide,
New Dynamic
those
service.
harbor
Good.
Heretic ideas.
Shit. Alright. Let's use Teardrop Hamlet's portal then. Sorry that I wanted to verify it. Pretty much. I needed to verify it. Here the enemies are of low level, so they won't get killed. Hey, look at that. My buffs true because the game crashed.
It is useless to run away.
There we go. Pretty much. Hey, I think they don't
Wonder what
even.
kind of ridiculous requests these villagers.
I
will
think they
bother
don't
you
even.
with.
You cannot even attack them. Damn it. That's sad. That is sad. What's going on? Don't lag. Yeah, the game always lags in this section. It's way too densely populated. I think I can no longer attack enemies in this region, huh? This one, yes, but these are still green. Don't touch that lamb.
I will redeem you.
Now one touches that lamb.
Mutant, give your energy to me.
There we go. What's this? Oh, secret quest. So don't forget this one. In case he's still on me like I want to, but he wouldn't know that I was expecting you, and I'm not alone. As you can see, I was ready to catch up, and you are going to die. Last words. You are dead. Everyone is pretty much dead. Nothing? What?
Powerful you may be, but you are also stupid.
What? That looks like we're not done with that one. It does look like that we're not done. Ah. Picked up top secret list. Good. Now we're done. Go back there. This one and the other one. And the other one that needed a drop of the energy for his potion.
Soon, I will hold sway over you, creature.
Let's. That means it was the other one. Let me
Don't
move.
have any room left for that.
I think we have instant cooldowns by now, huh? 9.9 seconds. 9.9 seconds. And with an almost 1 second per blow, thanks to my regeneration per hit. So yeah, it's almost instant, if you think about it. Here we go. The forest is the perfect spot for my plan. Oh, Master Lato, wait a minute, please.
Mutant, give your energy to me.
Done. I do believe we're done.
I will redeem you. Do I look like a pack mule to you?
What? What's the meaning of this? Where is that guy? There.
The end of you.
Why are we stopping here? Why have you drawn your weapon? Are we in danger? Oh no, I have been betrayed. Yeah, does look like it.
The Inquisition is victorious.
There we go. Another one bites the dust. And with that we complete another quest. Now I need a drop of the energy for the other one. This is a terrible idea to bring this lamp here. Yeah, shit. Terrible idea, wait. This has happened to me once. That's how you lose your escort quest. So, change of plans.
I will take both the Inquisition and the one true faith to the farthest
What?
corners of the world.
What quest is the one about the lamb? If only I could tell. Damn it, shit, stupid camera. Stupid camera. Let me see. Lamb. It's not this one. We don't have many options, I mean. No, this is the other one. Ending the feud. This one. He started with a ship and a lamb or something. Just corner negotiator. This one. Where is it? Oh, it's over here. Let's do this one then. We have to do that one, so I get rid of the ship. And the mediator, I think it's both of them. Both of those guys are part of the same quest, so let's get over there. More or less like this, if you would let me. Yes, there's the flag of war, so yeah, there we go. Heading over there. Good. There's the main quest. Good. Ah, good. We have at least we will be able to unlock, or not, because it's over there. Yeah, we will be able to unlock a resurrection monolith to quickly come back over here when we need it. Let me get rid of them and escort them here so we can do quests that involve getting to dangerous areas without the sea that's taking damage, that degenerate is taking damage. Oh damn it. Where are they?
Recognize your mistake.
Oh. Physical damage over time. Quite interesting. The stone guards. There they are. Shit. Stone guards. Amazing enemy variety.
Nothing but a fluke.
I love how this game has totally different enemies for each. Oh, we have a settlement here.
Somewhere in this area.
The different enemy variety. There we are. Patriarch Yator al-Shade, the other family that they have the feud with. A single lamb? How dare you bring us this pitiful animal, poor sheepy? The lamb my ancestors should have received from you would have given us 10,000 descendants by now and an ocean of milk. And you show up with one lamb. You will pay for this insult with your life, Simmer. But your blood won't be on my hands. You there, cut him open. You won't regret it.
Even though it is below my rank, I am...
Seabots, I'm faster than you. Another one bites the... Ah!
interested in your assignment.
There we go. Sorry, there was another one of these stupid bots that actually distort true talent on Twitch, like our beautiful analysis people. Ah ha ha. Yeah. Here for your troubles, I'll keep the lamb. Okay, pretty straightforward. A pretty good, a pretty good and realistic description of how Moors used to solve things back then. Hey, we have another quest there. And we could even say today, but well. We have another quest here. And like that, we no longer have stupid escorts. Bring Aisha to me. There, at the bridge of the oasis, stands the woman of my dreams. Her name is Aisha. We are in love and want to marry, but her father won't allow it. He's a rich merchant and I'm just a peasant. He has even hired guards to make sure I don't talk to his daughter again. I don't know what to do. Could you help? Please kill the guards and bring Aishi to me. Whatever. There we go. Well, this one is pretty much right here. We can do this one. Easy. It was at the other side of lake. Pretty much. There we go. Easy. They survived last rank Nelson. Good. Who are ya? Take your fingers off me. I'm coming with you. Easy enough. Easy enough. This was the fastest side quest I've ever seen. Please get the dowry from Aisha's father. The bloodbath seems to have shocked Aishi, but I'm sure it won't last long. As I mentioned earlier, we want to marry, so we need a dowry. Please go to Aisha's father and negotiate one with him. Won't be easy. He's a merchant, if you know what I mean.
Another check in the book of quest.
Easy. Easy enough. A dowry? For Aisha, she's not marrying. She's, you say? We'll see about that. I have some very convincing arguments against it, and I'll gladly show them to you. Those two idiots. Those are your convincing arguments. I love how everyone in this region is as savage as the real invasion of the Moors of the Iberian Peninsula. As savage as the attack on Christianity that Europe suffered back then. So, your reasons were invalid arguments, so what do you have to say? Alright, I see that my arguments won't convince you. I'd better give in before you decimate my workforce even further. Here, take this money. Understand one thing, no one takes on Holly. As long as you are in this region, you should have one foot in the stirrup.
Another check in the book of quest.
As Inquisitors, our sacred mission is to get rid of another guard. I know, the Scarab. As Inquisitors, our secret mission is to protect humanity from the monsters, but we could also add protecting, like in real life, back then in medieval times, protecting the medieval kingdom from the savage Moors. So yeah, pretty much. Thank you so much. You saved us. We will name our in the name of European Christianity. I say this a thousand times, people. I am an atheist, but I do believe that Christian culture did have a lasting positive impact on society. It gave us freedom, it gave us liberty, and nowadays degenerates are trying to destroy it. Country and family, the European Christian culture that we inherited both in the Americas and in Europe, and we should ensure that never fades away. We'll name our first child after you so that we never forget who made all of this possible. Oh, what a happy ending. What a happy ending for the couple. Attack value 21%. Ooh.
Power emanates from
39 here. 39 is pretty much the same. We have 30, 34. 30 physical. 19. Yeah, 19. 19. Yeah, pretty much the same. This one is pretty good, but I know it doesn't convert damage to poison. Yeah. It's pretty good, but it cannot compete with Crimson Mid Fury. Because it doesn't convert damage to poison. One day, people will find our perfect gear, but I think the meats they are the best. Alright, now that we are not escorting any idiots, we can do excitement. They are literally, the rest of the quests are literally in our way, so we should do them. Let's go. Alright, we'll do all of them at the same time. We'll do all of them at the same time, people. Hey, we have some ruins in here. This is a dungeon? Doesn't look like it. Grave robbers, new quest received. Easy. Everyone who wants to kill me, please this way. Hey, we got a new quest here.
Does that hurt, heretic? Pain.
Looks like I need to kill everyone before proceeding. This quest may be related to the source where those stone guardians are coming from. Let me talk to that guy. Thanks for the rescue. These thieves have no respect for science. They probably don't even know that this is the grave of Fahid Ben Sahid, inventor of the two-ply tent wall. Cretins.
What is it?
Oh, they are here For science. Yes, science should always be defended, people. Take me to the next village. My work here is finished now. Please take me to the next village so that I can report to my superior.
Even though it is below my rank, I am interested in your assignment.
Right. The village is right where we are coming from. So good, let me finally cover all of this terrain. Complete the decisions potion, the potion of decisions that we needed to create. And like that, we complete our exploration of this section, people. See? I am quite organized at exploring, that's for sure. Looks like this, we can do this. And this. And now we get the main quest. And now we can finish that quest. Like this.
First, I will make you bleed.
Now I can see why there are some rings that expand your character's light radius. So you can explore fast. Oh shit, the guard is about to die.
I am all.
No. Oh shit, the guard is about to die. Change of plans. Let's get over there. This way, please. Don't attack them. Don't attack them. I hate these escort missions. Better save right now before they get killed. At the beginning of the game, I thought escorted NPCs couldn't die, but well. You brought the excavation supervisor. I feared the worst when I heard about the ambush. Thank you for saving the excavation site. Let me give you this ancient object as a reward. It belonged to an ancestor of Fakir Ben Tahir. It'll bring you luck.
Check in the book of quests.
Light potion of mentor. What? Die, all of you. Let's go back there. That was an unexpected turn of events, people. Hey, look at that. We have another quest there. I just saw it pop over there to the north. But well, we'll have plenty of time to explore that section of it. Let's get over here. Huh? More quests? But I mean shit. Well, this zone had a higher density of side quests than what I originally expected, to be honest. What are we doing through here? It has a higher density of side quests. You know, I don't want to escort more imbeciles. I want to do the other quest first. Alright, here we go. Half exploration, half questing. People. And like this, we get here. We've arrived. Ah, yeah, the other settlement. This desert is full of settlements.
Go quickly. If the envoy reaches the alchemist before you do, my plans are ruined. Go quickly. If the envoy reaches the alchemist before you do, my plans are ruined.
Ah, that's the main quest. No, no, that's the main quest. We cannot fail that one, it's the main quest. You're bringing me this decision-making potion. Should I really drink it? I'm not so sure. Oh wait, what? Oh, what the heck? Cheers.
What a glorious day for me.
Hey, this tastes
The
great.
Inquisition.
And all of a sudden I feel so confident. From now on, I'm going to hesitate. I'm going to go with my gut feeling. I'm the boss after all. That's right. Could you get me some more of this stuff? That is shit. Fantastic. The potion cured the leader. You saved us.
Another
Good.
check in the book of quest.
Indeed. And then we have escaped to the desert. Here we go.
I have arrived.
Water or water. You pick the pronunciation, people, with me. Please give me the water. Oh no, you are after me. There is no end to my suffering. Please let me go. I won't hurt anybody. Please, I'm begging you. All right, go. Go. Go away. Alright. Let's see if I can save that guy by just running away from him, but he's following me. There we go. Now I can see how you can make decisions in this game. Even if they attack you, you can choose not to kill them. Yeah, that's a terrible way of signaling, of telling the player that right now you can make the decision. Right now you have the power of choosing what to do. Okay. Yeah, we could have they could have gone for a better way. What has happened? Where is my husband? You were attacked by T-energy creatures. He died a heroic death in a desperate battle. He saved your life by knocking you out so that the creatures would believe you were dead. Oh yes, that's someone Harry Luther will do without him what a terrible calamity.
It is finished.
We are done. And now the other coffin maker. Competition is not good or something. Competition is not good for business. Competition is good for business, not. You take care of my the lady won't give us any trouble. They're very good, my friend. There we go. 100% completion. So much satisfaction. People, I get so much satisfaction from that. Yeah, pretty much. 100% completion. My scouts have already informed me that you were successful in completing your mission, but what is this list? What? They had one of my men with them, and there are other names on the list as well. It looks like it's the minutes... Like if it's the minutes of a... It's the minutes of a meeting. Ah, those idiots are probably wanted to use it as an insurance policy. Look how they are. They all signed it. Good. That makes my next task obvious. Go teach them.
What a glorious day for me.
The
Inquisition.
it's right here. Good. We are not actually on duty right now, but can we help you? What is that list? Grab your weapons, men. We're busted. Not like they'll help you. Once again, you completed your task with bravery. I've been busy while you were gone, and I have prepared everything so that I can take complete control of Badawi. Everything except for one tiny detail. And you're going to help me with that. We are going to eliminate Pasha Barazzo. Come on, let's go. Pretty straightforward. We're doing a coup. Coup d'etat, so that's how it ends. That's the final part of the story. Oh, we have a coup, people. Coup d'etat. Yeah. Quite interesting. Hey, a poison weapon. I'll unmount for this one. Pasha Varasil's bodyguard. Alarm! Alarm! We are being attacked. Protect the Pasha. Hey, I'll give you credit. You survived when attacked.
Recognize your mistake.
Alright. Look at this. I've been waiting for my moment, for this moment. I knew that one day it would come down to a fight between us. Well, let's get this over with. Only one of us is leaving this room alive. I spare your life. Looks like I cannot. Easy. Today is a good day. You have been a good ally, and I want to thank you. From now on, you will be a guest of honor in Badawi. Please take this small token of my appreciation for your help.
Glory and power.
Oh. Elite Bracers of Velocity. Attack speed 6.6%. What does this change? Careful, people, careful. What does this modify, actually? Those. Oh, yeah. Silken Sleeves of Retribution, which increase all of my elemental damages altogether. Which increases all of my elemental damages altogether, yeah. Unlike that, people, we are done with Badawi's questline. Completely, 100%, except for excitement, yeah, true. I don't look at that. Escape to the desert, there's nothing we can do. We have to kill the guy, sadly. Okay. Alright. We'll dedicate the last hour of the stream then to pretty much clearing these last two errands that we have. We'll clear these last two errands, and once we're done, we will... Well, I actually wanted to explore the west section of the desert, but the side quest density was so high that looks like we'll have to leave it for next time, but well.
Recognize your mistake.
At least we are not escorting. We are now not escorting all of these guys. We're not escorting a caravan of potential Vengarish threshold. Potential threats to our side quests. Through here.
Mutant, give your energy to me.
There we go. We need a drop of the dangerous T-energy substance. That was easy. And instantaneous. It was kind of like...
I hate the provinces. No culture whatsoever, but full of superstition.
Huh, look at that. The Inquisitor, though he's religious, Understands the difference between religion and science. Look at that. We've been quite efficient at clearing the quests. Fine, now it's time to test our little concoction. I'm sure Abdullah will
The
get
mission was a
success.
great success.
Come to my assistant when you're Daniel.
I give you hope.
Thunder Gurgler. The assistant. You? Cheers. What the warg? Had to kill him. Dead? Whoa. Whoa, poor Abdullah. He was always a bit slow, but he certainly didn't deserve that. Better him than us, though. Yeah, I suppose I must have added a tad too much to the energy. Never mind, here's your reward.
Task has been accomplished.
God damn it. All concoctions in this game end up pretty much the same way. Either someone exploding in blood, or something like that. Something along those lines. Alright, look at that. Unlike that, people, we have covered. Alright, this one. We have to finish it. Pretty much. We have to finish it. And that will be the last part of the desert struggle. The desert struggle. The desert. Yeah. The storyline of desert struggles, I was going to say, that the NPCs have, but well. So we have no choice, we have to kill that guy. Escaped slave. I just picked his head.
Inventory one more time.
And we go over there. At this point I can clearly see why there's an option in this game to kind of like filter the gear that you get. There's an option of filtering the gear that you get, the quality of the gear. So you don't loot it when pressing F and doing the area loot that you see. This is another one of the game's greatest perks, the fact that you can do area loot there. Yes, that's his head. You can keep it. Thank you for your help, my friend, and I will ask for your help again if the need should ever arise. In any case, you've earned this gold.
It is finished.
I don't think I want to keep his head, if you don't mind. And with that, we are truly done. We're truly done with the northern section of the desert region. Good. Good people, good. We should cover this terrain. Because there are more side quests here. And here we have the monolith. We have another one here that I potentially need to finish. Yeah, I have to explore that area better. Okay, so we'll get over there, from there here. Good. Because we have quests here. I presume here we'll stumble upon another settlement and probably along the coastline. Good. This game has a lot of hidden zones in it that certainly add a lot of flavor to the level design.
A little city air will do no harm. It'll let me forget the peasants' stench.
Ah, this Inquisitor. Let's establish more or less a line through the road there so we can enclose. There are more quests down there. Does look like it, but no. Damn it. Then let's head south and through there, and from there we will explore all of the southern road. Alright. There we go. Establish here a perfect line. Good. I think I'll have to get rid of all of these guys following us.
This is only the beginning.
There we go. And now we move over here and explore and hack this canyon. That will be our exploration division there, our line. This one, precisely. Good. The Griffin. Ah no, we went up against Griffins. Now that I think about it. At the beginning of the series, hey, tigers. Lioness. I know, lioness and lion. My bad. True. Tigers are African. Here in South America we also have tigers. And the lions are more African and yeah. Perfect. Alright, we got a settlement there. Sorry for the slow exploration, but here we go. I hate it. Damage over time. Alright. So big, so angry, so dead. Good. Good. Damn it, this desert must be one of the biggest ones that I've explored in games from the early 2000s. Kind of like, if you compare this, of course, to the desert in Assassin's Creed Origins, well, that one will be bigger. If you compare this desert to Titan Quest, I think it's bigger, and definitely if you compare it to the desert in Ratchet and Clank 2, it's definitely bigger. So yeah, pretty much we follow the road. There's no road here, that's a problem. Alright, we don't have any visual evidence that we are actually going through a road. Alright, so I have to use the world map. Ah yeah, this is kind of like the road. Yeah, there is one, but it's kind of like it's visually lost in the desert, in the sand of the desert. There we have more side quests. God damn it. The side quest density of this area is definitely the highest I've seen in a while in this game. Definitely higher than in the swamp region. Huh. Please give me a corner. There we go. This is the corner of the map. A harpy? A harpy giving us a quest? Well, would you look at that?
Do not confuse bravery with madness. I only mean to help. Your death came almost too easily.
Take me to the feather holes. I'm tired, my limbs are weak, and my breathing is difficult. My time has come. I won't make it on my own to the feather holes, the place where we go to receive the sweet kiss of death. Would you take me there? Why, poor
The collection. I will be back soon.
poor harpy. Why do we have to escort you to your death? What? That's depressing. Oh well. Okay. Okay, now that we have a defined line of what we're gonna do, we'll explore it like this. Because of my flu, people, I think this will be the last thing we do today. I wanted to push even more, but because of the flu that I have, uh, I don't want to. Uh, Today we'll leave it at roughly close to 3 hours instead of the usual 4 that we've been doing. So yes, pretty much. We'll do that. Pretty much. So yes, we'll finish today's stream with our exploration of this zone and leave the rest for Tuesday, when I'll be totally recovered and I don't have this stupid cough. Though it wasn't that bad, right? Oh well. Yeah, we have kind of like crazy changes in temperature. We've had crazy changes in temperature. Like we went from 5 degrees to 20. So yeah. We are 20 degrees in the middle of the winter. That's absolutely crazy. And we were at 5 degrees, I don't know. They are the Atlantic winters, people. The Atlantic and the Antarctic winters that, in our case, we get them combined. There we go. Huh, a dungeon. Look at that. Hidden, physical damage over time. I wonder how you can do that. Alright, and we'll leave that zone ready for next time. Let's explore this final section, which had some side quests.
Disgusting creature. The Inquisition is victorious.
Let me explore that. Because I want to ensure we have all of that zone explored. We also have to turn in that quest. This one. To turn that one in. At least this harpy doesn't engage in a stupid way, so the player gets killed, the player loses the quest. Let's see. What else do we have here? The desert. There we go. Let's combine both of our explorations. And as I always say, people, thanks from the bottom of my heart to all followers of the Twitch channel, all members of the Discord channel. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. As always, you always encourage me to continue showcasing all of these forgotten gems that certainly deserved much more praise back in the day. Thanks to all subscribers of the YouTube channel from the bottom of my heart, and thanks to anyone who might have taken the time to watch this as a YouTube VOD or a Twitch VOD in your free time. Your time is precious, and I deeply appreciate it if you spent it watching my reviews and my metaphysical analysis. In this case of Sacred 2 or any other video game. So yes, pretty much it's been my pleasure sharing with you the 33rd day of review, of Sacred 2. Hope you have a great weekend, people, and this will be the last thing we do today. We'll explore it and we'll leave the rest for Tuesday once I am a bit recovered from this stupid flu. That causes my stupid cough. It always happens. Seasonal changes. Nothing you can do about them. Like this. We killed the legendary Griffin at the beginning of the game.
Recognize your mistake. This is only the beginning.
There they are. Hey, they have a fortress here. Okay. count the bills. My grandfather taught me an old saying we have around here. When bills buzz through autumn nights, summer will be the farmer's delight. I know, it's not the best rhyme. It's one of our traditional rhymes, and the meter, I wanna know what the weather will be like in the future. Population, government, and uncanny bills.
Since this
Ah,
matter
okay.
is of such importance to you,
Take my daughter to her new husband. Do you see that beautiful desert flower? That's my daughter. All the useless young men were after her. But I found her a rich merchant. He's 55 and in the prime of his life. What I wouldn't do for my child. I'm very proud of this agreement. Please take her to her new husband safely. Alright, another scored mission.
the
And we'll leave it
Inquisition
here,
will take
people.
care of this matter.
I will marry him, but I will definitely won't let my new husband. Well, whatever. And like that. Alright, we'll leave it here because then this diverges into several quests. We'll leave it here, people, and as I've said, it's been my pleasure sharing this Thursday of Sacred 2 with all of you. Hope you have a great weekend. Hope you have a great weekend, and I'm sure I'll be efficiently recovered for next time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been my pleasure. It's been my pleasure, and see you all on Thursday. See you all on Thursday. On Tuesday. Sorry. So see you all next week on Tuesday. There we go. Sorry that I cannot stay a bit more today, but sadly, with this flu and the fact that I started later, um, it also it definitely uh, takes a toll on my voice, and I cannot read the quests as efficiently as I usually do. Ladies and gentlemen, see you all on Tuesday. Have a great weekend, and see you around on Tuesday.